One, Maverick Aoko is mentioned mostly on social media. A lot of people are asking themselves question, and what comes into your mind when Maverick Aoko Otieno is mentioned is, has she been kidnapped again? Ni nini haswa kimemtokea? Is she okay? Because I saw her mwaka uliopita, which was last year, the year 2024. Maverick Aoko was one of the most followed and sought after influencers on Twitter or on platform X due to the information that Aoko gave in regards to the government of President William Ruto. She had very concrete intel exposing the government of President William Ruto. But as we mention the name of Aoko today, we are mentioning this name as she has come out revealing that our life is in danger right now. It's the year 2025, and we began the year with demonstrations of people that had been abducted, calling upon the government of the Republic to follow the constitution and follow the right procedures to arrest somebody. That is what we began the year 2025 with. And Maverick Aoko, being a champion of human rights, she has been on the front line exposing the rottenness in the government of President William Ruto. Now today, Aoko publicized a message in a Twitter account or X account. A message that caught my attention, and not only my attention, but the attention of every social media user or ex-user in the country. Because several times we have propelled an hashtag free Aoko, and hashtag where is Maverick Aoko, because because she disappeared, she was kidnapped several times and she went missing, and the internet went awry. Over 2 billion reactions were posted by every Kenyan on different social media platforms seeking the whereabouts of Maverick Aoko. And that is why, right now, when she publicizes this message, we have to come into agreement that she might be telling us the truth. And if she is saying that, then who are we not to take the message that she tells us seriously? Listen to what she told us on a social media page about 3 hours ago. She said, someone has given me 2 weeks to leave. I am at Statehouse B. As long as God doesn't eat his dinner at Sugoi, nothing will happen to me. Even if they kill me, 10 years from now, if you Google the name Aoko, utaona nimebeba placard ya Ruto must go. Mama, I lived. This is what she posted. Some conversation which was between her and certain somebody who claims to be working in the State House and threatening Aoko. Listen what they asked her. And this somebody seems to be having intel on the whereabouts of Aoko, or where she lives, or where she is right now. Because listen, somebody saying, Sawa, first of all, the convo started early, and then the guy tells her, Sawa girl, I'm giving you 2 weeks. I am at State House. And then Aoko tells the guy, and what will happen after 2 weeks? Maverick Aoko, first of her name. The guy says, okay, cool girl. There is nothing you can, Aoko replies and tells them, there is nothing you can or will do to me, bro. And the guy goes asking her, how is Lower Lavington, where you are living? Because I know where you are living. Now, this tells you that Aoko knows, the person that is telling Aoko that they are in State House and they are giving her 2 weeks to leave, they have already acquired a location or they are pinned a location. They are tracking her. Now, recently there is some messages that Aoko has been publishing. And I think one of the messages that has caught the attention of these people, we refer to them as the Maroroi boys, who are always on the lookout of anything that might ruin the reputation of the president. Because the president has a lot of data that is being exposed on different social media platforms by different social media users. And let me tell you, if you come to try and weigh on the different about different people who have been exposing the president and how their intel is, whether there is validity in their intel, then I tell you 90% of what Maverick Aoko has ever exposed about the government, if you look closely, you will realize that this girl has real intel, concrete intel. Au akikwambia kuna mtu aliua nani, that means she has acquired the intel and she has analyzed it. And she knows that it is true, this and this happened to this person. Now, there is a message that Aoko posted about 5 days ago, or let me say a week ago. And that message is a message that caught the attention of a lot of people in the country. And the message was in regards to certain, how should I put it? Certain individuals that were in the country. The people had been taken into custody in 2013. Listen, I will read this message. Aoko posted it a few days ago, which she posted the message on 16th of January 2025. And she said in 2013, 2 Iranians were handed a life sentence by the Kenyan court. These were not average Iranians selling Persian carpets in Tehran before they flew to Kenya. They were members of QODs, Iran's Special Forces unit, and they entered our borders with tons of explosives. Their target were Nairobi and Mombasa. Those would have died. A lot of people. In 2014, Iran sent an operative to rescue them, disguised as a diplomat. Interpol quickly alerted Uhuru Kenyatta, and ploy was thwarted. Meanwhile, the two were bribing our compromised judiciary which reduced their sentence from life to 15 years. They were serving this sentence in committee, and by the time Chebukati announced Ruto, they had 5 years left. Supreme Court upheld Ruto's win on 5th September 2022. 4 days later, the terrorists were mysteriously released from committee maximum prison. That was on 9th. 2 weeks later, Ruto with Supreme Court, she referred to lawyer Ahmed Nasri Abdullahi, were in Dubai, making Kenya great again. In what capacity your service on the nation is making Kenya great again? How did they all end up in Dubai? Was it to pick Iran's appreciation fee? Akili kichwani. Such intel, there is validity in the intel. There is a percentage that surpasses 90% of truth in such intel. And such intel involves two governments. And once you start hitting the head of the snake, then, or let me say, when you start hitting the tail of the snake, the head rattles. So, once Maverick Aoko tells us that our life is in danger, we as Kenyans must take that serious. And that is why we are publicizing this. Remember, she once in last year posted details in regards to the aid to the president that was for Rotbet. For a week, she exposed FK. And after the expose, 1 week later, Maverick disappeared. A month later is when she was discovered in Namanga after being tortured for a whole month. And not only that, several times she has been arrested and taken to court on allegations that she has publicized false information and all that nonsense. But in real sense, the fight of Aoko with the government is because of the intel that she has and that she exposes. And most of the time she tells us when she is taken into custody, these people try so much to get the info from her. Remember, we have bloggers and social media users who had a lot of following that disappeared and never to be found. One of them was the Jackal, the man who wrote the blog called The Jackal. Bogonko Bosira disappeared without trace until date. So Aoko, when she tells us that warnings are coming in, we should take that serious. For now, all we tell the government of the Republic, once you feel that the message being publicized by somebody is not pleasing you, please give us someone. Let's follow the Constitution. As a lot of people have told us, respecting the Constitution that we all abide to, when you swear to the oath of office, you know that you have sworn to protect that Constitution. But a lot of you make that oath just to disregard it, just to mock God. For now, that's what's up. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel for more news and more updates. See you in our next video.